All right. So we are here with Mike from Sonacity Photography, and we are going to talk about what do couples need to know whenever they're choosing their photographer. So just to get started, Mike, tell me a little bit about you and the business. How did you get started in the industry?
My name is Mike with Sonacity Photography. I have been photographing weddings and events for a little over 12 years now, which is crazy to think about. Got my start, funny enough, with weddings from a haircut. I was just at like a Great Clips and I was getting started in photography, and the person cutting my hair said she was getting married. I was like, oh, I am starting my wedding photography journey. And she was like, would you like
Really?
to photograph it? And I said, 100%. I did,
Amazing.
however, tell her I was very, very new. But
Yeah, yeah.
she gave me a chance, and 12 years later, I still absolutely love it.
That's the power of being out in the world and networking, let me tell you. Like you're just doing your daily life and then boom, like an opportunity appears. You have to have that like open mind. That was really cool that she gave you that chance.
It
Being now for
changed my whole life.
yeah. So being now in the industry for the last like 12 years with your business, like what is your favorite thing about the wedding? Like your favorite moment that the couples have?
My favorite moment, like personally,
Yes.
oh, I'm all reception. I'm all dance party and seeing everyone have an awesome time. I will be on the dance floor with you, just like rocking and
Absolutely.
dancing. Something like Juvenile comes
Absolutely.
on, like it's gonna go down.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So let's get right into it. What questions, whenever somebody's looking for a photographer, like what do you recommend that the couples start to ask during that consultation phase?
First thing off the bat, I always say vibe with your photographer. Make sure you and them get along. You have interest. It's pretty much like dating at the beginning of like looking for a photographer. Trying to
That's
figure
an
out like,
interesting perspective. Yeah.
oh, it's
Yeah.
big time dating.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the photographer is one of those vendors that you are with the longest.
Oh
So,
yeah,
and
we're
as a
there all day,
planner,
baby.
yeah, well, and not even that. Like, it's the journey before that. Like, as a planner, the photographer is actually the first vendor that we recommend because you need that photographer your engagement session. You need it to like to start the journey, and it's almost even like a trial for you. Like you said, you're dating, right? So if we're
Yeah, we're
dating, like
dating.
I want to get you in the beginning, so I make sure that my day is like perfect, right? And I feel
Flawless.
comfortable. Absolutely,
And we love
absolutely.
you for that. We love you for recommending us first. Because they
Yeah,
need that.
yeah.
They need the engagement session. They need to get to know us.
How often would you say that you get couples, like, do you ever get couples reach out to you before they even get a venue booked?
Sometimes, yeah. A majority of the time, they have the venue and they have their date. But so there are
Okay.
those times where it's like, we just got engaged like 14 minutes ago, or the day before, or last week, or something like that. And then they
Yeah,
come to us and be like, hey, we're excited about this. And as you should be, it's a super exciting time.
100%. How do you navigate that? Like, do you have any kind of like way to whenever they're looking for that venue, like, are you ever suggesting venues to them? Like, tell me about that process on the back end, like
Oh, yeah,
that
totally.
conversation.
So, yeah, that depends on their vibe. A lot of my couples are like, just like me, they're like super nerdy. They love a lot of fandoms. They're like dinosaur lovers and art lovers. They like to travel. And I'm the same way. Like, I got married at the Science Center, and a lot of my couples also are getting married at the Science Center.
That's a beautiful venue. And like you said, it matches that personality. Like,
Hmm.
and that's the thing I feel like a lot of people don't realize is that your wedding doesn't have to be this like cookie cutter, picture perfect, like Instagram. Of course, you want it to look pretty. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but like it can be pretty and feel off,
Yeah.
if you're not
Pretty
being
comes
careful. Go
pretty
ahead.
comes in a lot of like a big variety. So like pretty
Yeah.
to someone is like pretty, like it could be something else for someone else. So our pretty
Yes,
was the science center, and I love all these different kinds of like unique venues.
absolutely. I saw that you recently photographed at the Daytona Aquarium. Tell me about that.
That was super cool. We did a styled shoot. They just renovated this back face as like an event center. So now they can like host weddings and corporate and all these things. And so we just did a styled shoot with Jennifer Juniper, and it was absolutely amazing. Rob Chiola was there. Chloe, all glammed up, was there. Like it was very cool. And we put together this like styled
Nice.
shoot for them. And there's like fish everywhere. There's sharks. It's like an amazing aquarium experience.
Yeah. I want to dive into styled shoots actually, because I feel like that is something that sometimes couples might not know something is a styled shoot and they might have like this like really high expectation. You know what I mean? Like styled shoots, like what is a styled shoot for? What does it mean to you? Just tell me more about it.
So that is a phenomenal question. Pretty much styled shoots are for couples to kind of see and understand what could be. And they can like start picturing themselves like, oh, this person is in a wedding dress, this person's in a tux in front of this beautiful fish tank. And
Yeah.
you can have that. But you can also like decide to put your spin on it. Like, what do I want in that spot as it kind of looks like that?
Me personally, I love to participate in styled shoots because it's a way to like for us creatives to really
Mhm.
show our style, like we get to
100%.
experiment. I saw that I don't remember what venue it was, but Edwin just did one for WSC because he has a new special effect. It's like dancing on the
Oh,
clouds meets bubbles, like it's like smoke bubbles. It's so cool.
what? Oh, I'm gonna have to ask
So
him.
you
That's sick.
Right? Like you get to use these things that like you don't often see. And so when you see some of these things come up on Pinterest and Instagram and TikTok, and sometimes like that's a styled shoot. So it
Yes,
might be a
yes.
newer concept. It might not be something that comes out. So I love styled shoots. I think it's a great way to stretch our creativity, but also like get the couple to start thinking like, okay, like, yeah, this is this is something I want to do. Like that was
Yeah.
so cool. I would do smoke bubbles. Like,
100%. I wish more couples knew that you guys have free will. You could do whatever you want. I guess within
yes.
reason, within reason. But you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, yeah. And like the concept, like theming and things like that, like it doesn't have to be like all pastels or all like,
Mm-mm.
you know, as as a wedding photographer, what are some trends that you're seeing? Tell me one that you absolutely love and one that you wish would just die today.
So personally, I guess in like the photography world, I never understood and I do it from time to time also if people ask, the slow shutter speeds, like the blurry photos of like them. I don't know. It just, and they
Walking,
all,
frolicking.
yeah, yes. I
I saw
do
you
love
posted one of
it
those recently
if
just to try
if
it.
it's yeah, if it's done well, then it's amazing. And but you can like do that and like during like the reception, whereas like lights are going and you see like light trails and it's awesome. It's just I don't know. It wasn't personally for me, but I do it sometimes, and sometimes it actually I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool, like low key.
Yeah, yeah. What about something that like you absolutely love trend wise that you're like, please don't ever go away?
Oh, let's see. Trend wise, kind of doing what the couples want instead of
Yeah.
like the cookie cutter, but like something in particular. I don't know. I've seen like swords, like cutting cakes. Like I always thought that was really cool.
I think dinosaurs, right? Like, never let dinosaurs go away.
No,
I feel like that's
please.
a trend that started when those like big inflatables came out. Like you
Yeah.
see the dinosaurs everywhere, and I just like it always gives me a laugh. Like
Oh, it's so
it's never
good.
a dull moment with the dinosaur.
And actually, one I really love that I hope never goes away is one of the groomsmen tapping the groom on the shoulder, pretending to be the bride during the first look.
Ah.
Love it literally every time.
Oh my God. So on that note, like let's talk about first look. Is that something that you personally recommend? Is that like up to couple? Yes. You're like, tell me more.
100%. My wife and I did a first look. I always recommend the first looks because that's like one of the only moments during literally the whole day that you two have to yourselves. Like that's
Oh,
like
absolutely.
when else are you going to be alone together like during on your wedding day?
You do film too. So what is the difference between capturing an emotion on a film versus on camera?
I cry. It's so beautiful. Like you're in the moment. So I personally don't do video, but my company does video. Like even watching the videographer, like I'll take a sneak and they're crying. It's just like it's such a
Oh,
sweet moment.
oh my gosh. Yeah, that's awesome. Depending on what the couple wants, whether they want that video and that photo, like either one is going to give you that like capsule in time, you
Oh
know?
yeah.
It's a that first look is just an incredible moment, and you're not crying like all of that in front of people, you know, like you can literally just have each other's. So I'm a
Yeah.
huge fan of the first look as well. How much photos you can do before the reception so that you can actually enjoy your cocktail hours.
Yeah. Before ceremony, all
Yeah.
all the time. I always recommend it. If you can get everything
Yes.
done, you have paid for this cocktail hour, you have paid for the food, all your guests are there, you just like got married. Go to cocktail hour.
Yes. Or
Let's
at
get
least
everything
at the
done.
back end of it. Like if you can't get like of
Yeah.
course, sometimes right after the reception you might want to do a couple of other photos. Maybe you missed
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
uncle or something like that. That's fine. But like get that back end, get that like mingling time with your guests. It's
Yeah.
so important. How much do you help the couples with the timeline aspect of it?
Oh, so I always do like a photo timeline. And if we're working with a lovely planner, I'll always try to send the photo timeline to them so then they can
Mhm.
rock it in with their timeline and work it with them. So we have like maybe 2 or 3 calls, and as I answer all of their questions, like leading up to the wedding.
And then what about shots? I know a lot of people, this might be the first time they're getting professional photography done,
Oh yeah.
right? Like, how do you
Yeah.
navigate that? How do you make them feel comfortable?
I always hear we're awkward in front of the camera. That's like the biggest thing I hear, and that's everyone, of course. And my wife and I actually just got a photo shoot done when we were traveling in France. And at the beginning, like total, it is like totally awkward. And I'm not
Yeah.
normally one that is like feels awkward in front of a camera, but
No.
I try to kind of like get to know them before we hit that stage. Engagement session, these phone calls, learn who they are as a couple and as a person and get that
Yes.
vibe and then we'll just rock from there. I use certain prompts to kind of get like laughter out and bring them to
Yeah.
the forefront instead of being kind of like a little shy and held back.
And that's really the reason why you said in the beginning about you need to vibe with your photographer.
Vibe all day.
Because if you're not comfortable with the person behind the camera, your photos are going to reflect that.
Yes, you want to be able to get to know each other and become friends throughout like that process.
Awesome. So, what do you love most about your job?
Oh man. I love so many aspects of it. I like meeting new people. I like weddings in general are just so exciting. And I was a big like partier in like high school,
Yeah.
college, after college. And then this kind of at least allows me to extend that party, but in a like a fun and adult way.
Because we've worked weddings with you, and it's like exactly what you said. You're always on the dance floor. You're always like just this high energy. And I feel like that's so important because the couple feeds off of that energy too. Like
Oh
it's a
yeah.
synergy. That's why
Yes.
that dating analogy is perfect, because it really is. Like if your vendor team is on the right note, if they're all feeling the event and you're feeling the event, like it's just going to be amazing. I know you said if they're working with a planner. Tell me about that specifically. Is there any time when you would recommend that, like, you don't need a planner, or that you've seen that a planner is absolutely necessary and, like, yeah,
Over 12 years, I've seen some shit. So, so having a planner, just the organization in general is mind-blowingly helpful. And the
yes,
fact that they can like reach out to vendors, set up timelines, help with setting up, like even day of, week of, month of. It's like the couple themselves just feel so much more relaxed and they're like, okay, I can breathe a little bit more. Yeah,
absolutely. And
we love you guys.
we, likewise, a professional photographer is quintessential. We were talking about this yesterday about how you have a core team. There's a
Hmm.
lot of vendors in a wedding, sometimes up to 14,
Yeah.
15 plus, right? But there are 5 vendors that are there on the day, rocking it out from start to finish, right? And it's your venue, it's your
Hmm.
photographer, your
Hmm.
caterer, your
Oh yeah.
DJ,
Yep.
and your planner.
Yeah.
Yes. And if any one of those, like sometimes I see this all the time, especially when a couple is like trying to save money. And there are lots of ways I advocate for like the budget. You know what I mean? You want to make sure you're saving money in the places that you can. Those 5 are not the places to skimp. Uncle Joe being your photographer is a terrible idea.
It's a terrible idea. And I've
Have you
had
ever?
couples like come to me after their wedding and it's like, "Hey, we had a family friend take our wedding day photos. Would you be able to do like a portrait session of us in our wedding day outfits afterwards?"
Oh,
Yes.
yes, absolutely. Well, and some people, you know, they want to gift that to you. They're like, "Oh, I do this," and maybe they
Yeah,
do it,
yeah.
but they're not doing it every single day. We've seen a lot of like problems come up. Tell me
Hmm.
about like what are some problems that you might run into as a photographer and that a professional would know how to handle that maybe Uncle Joe might not.
Uh, Rain, certain lighting situations. There's a lot of the venues that I like are like the Science Center. Bring that back up. It is not an easy venue to photograph in. It is there's a
Yeah.
lot of like dark areas and you need to know how to manipulate and use light to kind of make those areas like beautiful. Like
Yes.
they're going to be awesome because you have the uplighting, you have the lights coming down from the ceilings, you have the dinosaurs, and you have all these like cool aspects. But to make it like beautiful and manipulate it in like that certain way, it's tough.
I've seen photographers come up with these like big, like, you know, shadow boxes. Is that what they call them? The
The soft boxes.
soft boxes. I'm not a
Oh,
photographer, clearly.
like the shadow boxes.
Don't have me don't have me photograph your wedding. See, this is why we don't hire Uncle Joe. I've taken a camera picture before, but I cannot. I for the life of me, I have no idea what this is. So
It's
yeah,
fun though.
I've seen
It's
these big
fun.
soft boxes and stuff.
Yep,
Like,
yep, yep.
you don't really have a lot of equipment. At least when I've worked with you, I feel like your stuff is very slim and very portable.
Oh yeah, yeah. I try to keep everything because it like depends on the venue, it depends on the vibe, like what's going on. So I always like to kind of like see what the couple likes, like what kind of imagery are you liking, and then mesh it with my style. Because I really like
Yeah,
colors, I like bold colors, I like
absolutely.
laughter. And
All the
then
natural
so
emotions.
yeah, I love some natural emotions. So the with the equipment, I'll have like lights at the end, like maybe one near the DJ stand and then one on the opposite side to get, and they call that like cross lighting. So you kind of like hit the
Uh-huh.
whole dance floor as like the reception's going on.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
I saw something the other day that a photographer had like a laser from the DJ like ruin their shutter. Is that a problem
oh, yeah,
a
lasers.
lot?
Not like there's a bunch of different kind of lights that the DJs have, but like lasers in particular will ruin your camera sensor. Yeah,
Oh,
I think it was
wow.
the same person that that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
ruined
That was
her
just
camera
wild to
sensor.
me. Because I
It,
see the lasers all the time and like all of the different lights that the DJs come up with, you know, and that was a question I had when we did our DJ interview is like, you know, how do
mhm.
you work with the photographer as far as lighting goes? Like, is there
Yeah,
your times when you need the DJ to move the lighting for you and things like that?
yeah, and a professional DJ will know. Like they know the difference between like the laser and the, oh man, I don't even know. Like the colorful lights.
We're not
But like
DJs.
that laser one is the one that gets us. But the other lights are cool.
Yeah.
The other lights are fun.
Oh, that's great. How does a couple really determine like how much coverage they need?
Typically, a lot of the time, some venues will have like a let-in time. A
Mhm.
majority of my couples will go for like 8 hours, two photographers, depending on like where they're getting ready. Is it a distance from the getting ready to the venue? Is there a distance from the ceremony to the reception? And all of
Oh,
this takes
yes.
time. I have multiple collections for all different kind of situations. So if it's like a smaller wedding and they don't really care about the getting ready as much as like other things, you could do like a 6 hour. But if it's like the science center, they let you in at 4
Yeah.
p.m. So you do kind of like you're getting ready at a hotel. And we did the same thing for our wedding. And then we did our first look across the street, came in at 4, and then started rocking from there.
Oh, wow. I want to bring
Yeah.
it back to the engagement session. What do you recommend that couples wear or the locations that they might want to pick? Like, just give us some insight into Central Florida specifically.
Okay, totally. For outfits, I always say wear what you're comfortable with, but like elevate it a little bit.
Okay.
So maybe not so much like shorts and a t-shirt, maybe like khakis and a polo. But that all depends also on like getting to know them and what they want like hanging on their walls. Because they should be
Yeah.
printing the photos as well. Because like you're doing all of this, you're getting these beautiful images. Like you want to be able to see them. I always ask them, how would you picture yourself like if you could hang your ideal photo on a wall? Like what does the location look
Okay.
like? What are you wearing? What are you doing? Are you laughing? Are you, is it like a serious like cinematic pose?
Yes. I love the consultation style that you're talking about too. You're asking a lot of questions.
Oh,
And when you ask questions like that, like the quality of your answers are determined by the quality of your questions. And this is really important for our couples to know too, is
yeah,
that
totally.
if you're not asking the right questions, you don't know what you don't know, you know?
100%. And is most
That's
likely your first time planning a wedding. So having these questions like in line, they're really good.
yes.
It's like good knowledge to have.
In the age of AI that we are in now, there's just a really big conversation around integrity of like art nowadays, if that makes
Oh,
sense, you know?
totally,
Um,
totally.
like how are you using AI, if any, and what would be any concerns that the client should have or the couple should have, or what is the benefits to it?
Okay, so I know you've seen these like crazy AI flyers everywhere. Like that
Everywhere.
that to
They all look the
me is
same.
a little Yeah, this it's all looks the same. That's a little much. But like business wise, when I get off of like a phone call, a lot of the times I like to take like I take notes during our phone call. So I'll take those notes and put them into ChatGPT and be like, hey, just write me like a review of this phone call. And then I'll have that and I'll also send it to them, be like, hey, this is what we talked about. And it does it like so fast. Like that to me is a good use of AI, like business wise for sure.
100%. Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
And on the art
It,
side, AI is very much involved with like the editing process, depending
yes.
on so say there are like distractions in your image. You have like a portrait of the two of you, and there's like cars in the background. And I just did this maybe like last week. And so you just like
Hmm.
circle the cars and AI takes over and but it takes from like other parts of the image. They're like, okay, what else is around here? And if you're surrounded by like
Yeah.
trees and greenery, that's what it takes from.
Back in the day, it used to be Photoshop. And
Yeah.
maybe Photoshop probably has AI at this. I don't know.
Yeah,
I use Canva
that's
for
what I was
everything
using.
personally. Um, yeah. But Photoshop, like back in the day, like it was like layers upon layers and hours upon hours that you had to like sit here and like, okay, like I need this part out. Like,
What used to take like 2 or 3 hours on like one photo takes 4.5 seconds.
oh,
It is
it's
you I
amazing.
remember going like pixel by pixel and you had to like change the oh
Yes.
my oh, it was the
The
biggest headache.
color and like color
Yeah.
picker and like make sure you're matching it. And then it still looked weird. You cut too much. You gotta go back 10 things. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no.
And then like it's a week later and you're like, oh, this one photo still.
Yes. Oh my gosh. How long do couples like how long should they expect before they get their wedding photos back?
I never go longer than 2 months, than 8 weeks, but I always try to get it like faster, like within
Yeah.
4 weeks. That is all. It's always
Oh
my goal
wow.
to get it faster.
Do you ever give like sneak peeks or anything like that to your couples?
Yeah, I always try to get sneak peeks out within like the first couple days. But if I'm like in such a groove with their wedding and I can get their photos out in like 2 weeks, I'll text them and be like, I have good
Um,
news and bad news. I'm sorry you won't be getting a sneak peek, but here's your whole gallery.
That's a great surprise. And
Yeah.
communication goes a really long way. Like, and I've seen some horror stories about photographers that were hired and it's 6 months and they still don't have photos. And
Oh,
it's like,
no.
ugh, I feel for those couples because that photography, like I said, it's one of those things that you really shouldn't skip on because that's your memory. That's your tangible. There's few things that are going to be remembered from the wedding, but the
Yeah.
photos can bring you back to that emotion. They can bring you back to the day. We only have so much memory up here.
Yeah, seriously. If I could get a couple like extra gigabytes or terabytes in here, like that would be awesome.
Seriously. And you also, especially with like your most popular package is that 8 hour with the second shooter, like having the
Hmm.
second shooter, you've got four eyes
Yeah,
and in
yeah.
different
Or,
areas.
you,
And
or even
like
at
you
6
or eight,
or 8. Yeah.
like things that you never knew were gonna happen end up like in your photos, and you're like, wow, like this is wonderful to be able to see your guest enjoying themselves and just all the elements.
It is really cool because say like the cake cutting, a lot of the guests and your family and your friends will come up and like watch you cutting cake and like cheering you on. But like I'm focused on y'all cutting the cake and feeding each other for the first time and maybe getting a little icing on the nose. But then the second photographer can be shooting the other way and getting all like the guests being like,
Yes.
it's crazy. Yeah. So it's always nice to have that other person there.
How do you feel about phones during ceremony and reception?
Okay, very two different things. Ceremony, stop it. Stop it. Reception,
No phones.
all day. Do it all day. Have fun.
Okay.
But like
Absolutely.
during the
Yeah. Cause
ceremony, that's like the moment you want to be paying attention. There was a photographer who it was one of like the first when AI like first started coming out, and everyone had like their phone during the reception, and he photoshopped all of the phones to people holding cats up. It was so good.
oh my God, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it
But that's
was.
what it looks like. Like, I know we see all of these things and we're using our phones, we're all using it today,
Yeah.
but what happens when we're all just zoned? Enjoy the moment, be present.
Then it's also not your second aunt removed in the middle of the aisle with her tablet blocking it's like 40 people and being like, am I gonna get this? I hope so.
Have you ever had to like redo a ceremony photo because there's been obstruction?
Nah, I've pushed people out of the way. Not so much push, but kind of like did a hard tap. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if a guest is
Move to
like
the
in the
side here.
aisle during the first kiss,
Yeah,
don't be that
absolutely
person.
not.
Please don't be that person.
Oh my God. So we're gonna do a rapid fire round. Are you ready? Golden hour or
Oh
sunset?
yeah. Like actual sunset?
Actual sunset or golden hour?
Oh, damn, that's tough. I would say golden hour.
Golden hour? Black and
Uh,
white or
yeah, I'll say golden hour. Rapid fire, golden hour.
black and white or color photography?
Color,
Documentary or posed?
documentary,
Uh, favorite venue that you photographed?
science center,
Science Center.
all day, all day, every day.
Favorite part of the wedding day to photograph?
Party,
Yes. And then
reception,
coffee or energy drink?
energy drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, all day. I'm
Which
not a
energy
big
drink do you like?
Alani Nu, number one,
Oh,
Celsius, number two.
I like Celsius. I haven't tried an Alani yet.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah.
They're
I
so
don't like
good.
so bad. How do couples get in touch with you in order to inquire about services?
So I am available all over the internet. On Instagram, it is Orlando Wedding Photography.
Okay.
Let's snuck that one in. The website is sonacityphotography.com, and it's Sonacity. Sonacity.
Sonacity. Where did that word come from?
So it was a long time ago. I used to be like a produce music in college. So we came up with like a business name because we wanted to like sell beats and sell music. So it is like Sonar City, like Sound City. So that's where it was born. And I loved it so much. Just kept it.
What else? Is there anything else that you would love to tell couples that they need to know before hiring a photographer?
So make sure you vibe with them, make sure you like their style, you enjoy spending time with them, and they give you that feeling because it's
Yes,
dating. You're dating. They give you that special
absolutely.
feeling. They make you feel good. They make you feel like excited for the wedding. Just bring that hype up.
Absolutely. Well, Mike, it has been a pleasure talking with you today, learning about you, your company, and really educating. This has been very educational and very like inspirational, really. I want to go do a photo shoot now. Like all
Yeah,
the
yeah, let's go do
energy
one.
that is involved, right? But definitely consider the photographer one of those main key people in your wedding, and hire early. Make sure you're doing your due diligence. Make sure you vibe with them. And if you need a photographer in the Orlando area or Central Florida, reach out to Mike with Sonacity. He's got
I
you.
got you.
All right.
Melody, thank you so much. You're the MVP.
Woo-hoo. Awesome.